Tap on it. Tap on it.
Hey guys, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We got an amazing show. This is the Real Estate Marketing Roundtable. I got incredible show hosts with me. I got Jake Wolf, Mr. Nick Sackes, and Gene Volpe. Now, guys and gals, sometimes, as Jake would put it, he needs to take a safety nap. I've been up since 3:30 this morning. I took a safety nap. These gentlemen woke me up, and so we are going to be doing a show here right now, and I might be a little bit groggy. I have a new toy that I can't show you guys, but we're going to talk about marketing and all kinds of real estate, other fun stuff. But before we get into it, here is our countdown. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. I cannot wait to share the stage with you guys. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, social media. But first, Gene Volpe, how bald are you today? You look extra shiny. Do tell us more.
I'm looking good today. You're not missing the boat there. I'm definitely looking good. Is there something going on in the water out there in California? I ask you that question.
What do you mean?
Most definitely.
I don't know. Between you, first of all, napping at 11 o'clock in the morning is flagrant, number one. Number two, I mean,
excuse you.
Well, no, wait. And then I feel like you're doing a tribute to Ashley Chapman, who falls asleep on our Zoom calls. Like, there's got to be something going on in California.
Oh.
Shots fired.
She goes
Shots
by
fired.
Shots fired.
Yeah, she goes by Ashley Chaps. Thank you very much. So the reason why I was snapping at 11 o'clock in the morning is one reason is because I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning dealing with some stuff here in the city. So I needed a little bit of a air quotes power nap. Thank you, Jake. And yeah, that's
safety nap. Jake takes safety naps.
Oh yeah, safety nap.
Yeah.
Because I bought a new toy, which is sitting next to me right now, and I can't show you guys what the toy is.
Well,
are you whispering?
He was.
I am.
He was.
I was whispering. I was pulling a President Biden move. Anyways, Nick Sackett.
What's up? You have a stroke?
Yeah. Nick, how are you?
Gentlemen, I'm doing fantastic. I get to go to the University of Florida tomorrow for the orange and blue game. My nephew is in possible recruitment for Florida, so hopefully I will be standing on the field doing the Gator Chomp tomorrow night during the orange and blue game. Be pretty cool.
So wait, what's the story there? Your nephew's playing for them?
No, he's a sophomore. He's going to be a junior this year, and he's already getting recruited by a bunch of D1 schools, getting wined and dined. USF, we were out on the USF field the other day.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, so as long as he stays healthy, he's going to be good. But he's about 6'3", 290. He's a big boy, so
he's already carry some folks around. 290.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel! That's a freight train walking.
Yeah, especially
he had a great sophomore year, so hopefully we'll continue the success, and he'll be able to basically pick his ticket when he's a senior.
I hope
that's awesome, man. That is awesome. Jake Wolf, how are you, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. I actually, I'm going to surprise everybody that's watching today. We're going to be talking about TikTok, ladies and gentlemen, all of the things that you should know or shouldn't know about this platform. But we brought some really awesome news clips over from Real Estate America's newsroom to go ahead and share with the roundtable today, pertaining to this topic.
I cannot wait for that.
Yeah, guys, Greg, did you know, Greg, that TikTok is estimated to hit $11 billion in ad revenue this year? Billion.
Really?
Yeah. What's this thing called TikTok? And oh my gosh, is it popular or not? Should I get on it or shouldn't I? But those are the things that we should cover today.
I cannot wait. I mean, $11 billion. I love TikTok. It's my little like secret pastime. Like if I'm not doing something, I'll watch TikTok, and all of a sudden it's like an hour and a half later, and you're like, son of a biscuit cake. How in the heck did I get this deep into these shows? It is addictive. It is literally a drug. And I
100%.
want to see how we can utilize that in a positive way, not a negative way, but into our businesses so that we can become the drug of choice. Again, this is all positive, not negative, for our clientele so that we become the sticky part of what people are going to go to when it comes to real estate. So not Jacus, little Jacus. Good to see you, little Jacus. Mr. Jake Wolf, Sergeant, walk us down this a little bit when it comes to TikTok, what you're seeing.
I'd love to. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the popularity is there. All right. TikTok is the thing. We've all been kind of going, ooh, what's this? And should we get on it? And what's all this stuff about foreign governments and privacy issues and things like that. But I went ahead and brought something over from Real Estate America's newsroom, a couple clips that are going to be very relevant. So let's go ahead and see what the ad revenue is talking about. This is from Yahoo Finance just recently.
Okay.
In the app and frankly in the C-suite, everybody's got to be dancing at TikTok right now, given these new projections over their ad revenue that suggest they have become an advertising juggernaut. So much for those concerns over data collection and privacy issues. No longer a concern. Let's talk about the numbers with Deborah Aho Williamson, principal analyst at Insider Intelligence. Deborah, nice to see you. This app that most people just associate with these trendy viral dances has become so much more. What are the projections for ad revenue, and how do they compare to Twitter and Snap?
Yeah, so this is our inaugural forecast for TikTok's ad revenue, both worldwide and in the United States. We are estimating that this year, TikTok will make $11.6 billion worldwide. To put that in context, that is more than Snapchat and Twitter combined.
So there we are, right? Ladies and gentlemen, there is attention there. People are there. And when there's attention, so there follows any of the advertisers, right? So it gives you an intentional opportunity to go ahead and place your brand presence, your initiatives in front of folks who might be most relevant. So as TikTok continues to grow, more businesses get on there, even in the real estate side of the house. We've got some other examples here that we'll show later on in the show, but some people are absolutely crushing it, and their businesses are alive and flourishing because of it.
So I mean, I love TikTok. I mean, I really like going there and watching weird stuff, not in a bad way, just kind of just what people are creating. I love the creation that they're doing. What is the opportunity, Jake, in your opinion? Now we go to Nick and Gene. Your ability to grow on this platform. I mean, I've said it for a year or two now that there's a real opportunity here. So, Jake, first off, I mean, what would be your first step as an agent to step into TikTok?
Influence opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, educational opportunities and things like that, and brand awareness, right? So if you do any digging and you just start typing in TikTok and maybe into some of the news, mainstream media is kind of talking about how even our younger generations now are learning and being educated by influencers and educators on TikTok, whether that be insurance, maybe that's home flips, maybe that's making extra money, maybe that's getting into e-commerce type opportunities. And so there's a lot of folks on there because there's a lot of attention. And one of the big words of caution in the mainstream news is, hey guys, let's make sure that we're actually putting credible content out there because our youth is getting influenced by this. So it's an influence play, right? It's a very big influence play and an opportunity for you to be that educational ambassador. And people in the mortgage and real estate side of the house in those industries are crushing it. They're doing video tours of different homes. They're talking about how much of a home you can actually go ahead and get for a certain dollar amount if you're ever planning on moving to places like Texas or Oklahoma. And folks are finding people because they're doing localized search. So you might have somebody from California, Oregon, Washington that finds you because you're an educational ambassador on TikTok about the real estate market in that area, and you're putting out your contact information. So the nice thing about this is that a lot of these videos are starting to go ahead and pick up steam, and you have a wonderful opportunity because the algorithm is new to go ahead and get into more of a viral nature. So more brand awareness, more exposure, things like that, before it gets saturated. So we'll see that advertising dollar increase substantially. More and more people will go ahead and start jumping onto this thing. Just because we've came through like the question marks of should we or shouldn't we get on there? Is this for young people or not? Is it just a place where everybody's shaking their rear end? You're going to just see a whole bunch of different people and styles getting on there. And I say participate, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I would agree with you 100% on this. And Nick and Gene, I want to hear your thoughts on this as well. When I first got onto TikTok, it was young ladies that were shaking their booties and doing dances and everything else. And everyone was cliche about it. Like, oh my God, everybody's just getting naked on there. I'm like, there's a bigger opportunity here because you can do short form video content. The good thing about TikTok is the fact that you can create and the algorithm will surround you by whatever you click on. So if you click on more videos about real estate or about mortgage or about birds or about cats or dogs or, girls shaking their booty, it doesn't really matter. The algorithm will follow you. So you can create your own environment in there very quickly. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think their max video is 1 minute and then their shortest is 15 seconds. Am I, Nick shaking his head? I'm wrong.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Okay, I was totally wrong. I correct myself. It's 3 minutes. But it's an opportunity to get in there, guys. You can create your own short form podcast in micro bites and then reconstitute that content onto YouTube, onto your own social media, onto your websites and everything else. So it's super powerful. Gene, you've been sitting there quiet. You're typing away. I think you're creating your own TikTok right now.
No, I'm going through. I'm trying to figure out why my feed is only girls' butts and boobs. I guess that's what.
And ladies, that's not a sexual comment. This is just
I was just watching. I'm going through and searching for realtors. I am on TikTok, looking at realtors on TikTok. I can tell you that from my perspective, it's 1,000,000%. It serves me from a comedic perspective. I don't laugh as hard or as much as I do between the 11 o'clock and midnight hours when I'm on TikTok. And Nick Sakis is the recipient of a lot of the stupid shit that I see that fills my timeline.
Yeah.
The dumber, the better. And I can't tell you, I would say 4 times a week, I'll wake my wife up from crying. Like dude, when I tell you there is some funny shit on TikTok, I can't get enough of it. I hated it. You know me. If you go back and watch our shows, I hated TikTok when it first came out. I hated it. No, I wanted to jump off a building onto a rusty pole somewhere. Like
while you were recording for TikTok.
Well, obviously, right? Although you can't get TikTok famous when you're dead, I guess, or impaled. But I've come around, dude. It's better than comedy out there. There's some comedians I would push off to the side to watch TikTok because I laugh. I just laugh my ass off. It's so funny.
Well, there's something really there to talk about really quickly. So when all of us are doing marketing and everything else, and we're like, oh my gosh, am I gonna be relevant? Can I talk to my people, so on and so forth? Like you said, you went out with the mindset of, oh my God, this is stupid. And that's what we all think in our heads in regards to marketing. Like, oh my God, what I'm going to put out is going to be stupid. But then you jumped on the bus or the rod, whatever you want to.
Hold on a second, sir.
Hey! This is just a good time we're talking about. What I'm saying is this: is that guys and gals, when it comes to marketing, be adventurous. Go out there and do something different, do something weird, do something out of the box. And then Gene Volpe will come around and he will be a fan of yours. So that Gene Volpe is your typical future client. Get out there, be weird, have fun, not too weird, but just a little weird, stand out and go from there. Nick Sakis, thoughts on this?
There has never been another platform like it.
Break that down for me.
Without a doubt, right? So even in the heyday of Facebook, you were never as a whole, there might have been a few breakouts, but never as a whole could so many people go absolutely vertically viral and gain traction as fast as you can on TikTok. No other platform has been able to do that. So you have to pay attention to that stuff, right? If you say, like Gene initially said, I don't really like TikTok, I don't get it or whatever, or you might be sitting back and like, I'm not good at video content and I don't even know if I can be on this thing. Like, if you're a fan of marketing and like the Russell Brunson, you're one funnel away idea, right? On TikTok, it's literally you are one video away from capturing a whole audience of people that will buy your shit. And there's nothing more powerful than that besides advertising, besides actually paying out money and spending thousands and thousands of dollars to get in front of that many eyeballs. But right now there's nothing like it. So the interesting part is we've talked about this before with video, and like when it comes to thinking about platforms as each specific thing, the reason why TikTok is so explosive is it's an outreach platform, right? So when you're on Instagram, when you're on Facebook, the majority of people that see your posts are the people that follow you. It's your community, right? And that number's been knocked down in order for you to pay for advertising. But in general, you post on Facebook, you post on Instagram, the people that follow you are going to see that stuff first. TikTok completely flips that on its head. So the people that follow you on TikTok, 95% of your video views on TikTok are people that don't even know you yet. So that's why it's so powerful. That's why you're able to go so vertically viral, because you are getting set to a couple of different test audiences. And if those first 3 steps adopt you, like all the way up to 15,000 people, after that, it's lights out and you're just going to as many people as possible. So there's nothing like that, in any platform right now. So if you think of TikTok as your outreach, and kind of why we were talking about this to begin with, of like, where should you spend the most time? We're big believers in YouTube and having your YouTube channel because it's ultimately searchable and everything and evergreen and all that's great. But right now, I don't know. I'm really starting, especially since they bumped up to 3-minute videos. You should probably be spending all your time on YouTube. I mean, on TikTok.
On TikTok, yeah.
We are playing hard in the paint with TikTok for Freedom Move USA. It is so all of the real estate agents that are coming over to secure territories and have this unique selling proposition with our move programs, we now want to go ahead and spread massive awareness out to all of the folks to go ahead and come over and find the real estate agent in your area that can go ahead and help you save $10,000 to $25,000 on moves. And we know all of the different social platforms, and we are very heavily focused on building production value type stuff. And we are going to be heavy on TikTok for just that reason. There is nothing better than tens and tens and tens of thousands of eyeballs on that brand to go ahead and drive awareness back so I can go ahead and get these leads down to the real estate agents. But we are going to be very heavy in TikTok, and I'll make sure that we go ahead and bring some of those clips together and show people on the roundtable moving forward. But it's super powerful.
I love that. Gene, I want to get your thoughts on this really quickly. Since you're really big on kind of cutting up content, is there a power play for TikTok or a power play for doing your own videos and then cutting it up and putting it onto YouTube and Facebook and Insta and stories and posts? Or would you just go balls deep into TikTok at this point? And there's going to be another platform, ladies and gentlemen. As of this recording, there will be something else coming down the road. But right now, this is what we're playing with. Gene, what's your takeaway on this?
Yeah, I think it's just different kind of content. I think the TikTok is made and meant to have everything really done in app, from the music to the editing to the. It's just a lot easier to do it with the phone and in the app and outside of having to chop stuff up. I mean, I think there's a place for you to do long form content and cut little pieces of it and then feed it to TikTok in certain areas. But for the most part, the most dynamic content is going to be the stuff that you create in app, right? So it's almost like in my world, I feel like it's like threefold. It's Facebook. You create content for Facebook, and that content can be used basically across every other platform, size wise, layout wise. Like I can use the same post on Facebook that I use on LinkedIn and Twitter, and even Pinterest in certain cases. TikTok is its own animal, and then I think YouTube for the most part is its own animal, and Instagram from a size perspective. long versus, horizontal versus vertical as far as the video
Right.
goes, or the layout of the actual visual when you put it into your feed. So for me, it's like Facebook, TikTok, you almost got to create 3 and 4 different pieces of content, and TikTok's probably the easiest to work with inside their own app. They build it for that reason. So
I'm going to disagree.
Nick, how would
I'm going to disagree.
Them's fighting words, Nick Sakis.
Damn, battle royale. Let's go. What do you got?
Put them up.
Let's go. Let me hear.
All right. So when I was saying by all of your focus should be on TikTok, I think that TikTok should be the pillar, especially now. You guys have probably noticed this, right? A 3-minute video is a long fucking video.
Yeah,
you can tell
it is long.
You can tell a long story in 3 minutes, right?
2 minutes.
So when you think about it,
but we've been going for 20 minutes at this point.
2 minutes is long. I mean,
right.
You can stuff a lot of content in there, and you watch the viewership dropping off at 1:45 heavy.
Yep.
So as far as aspect ratios, like what Gene was talking about, like the idea that, okay, a 1080 by 1080 square is probably the most universally accepted aspect ratio across the most amount of platforms. However, if you are not hiring somebody like me, Jake, Gene, whoever, right, a company to help you in this, and you only have a certain amount of time in the day, say 1 hour a day, to focus on content creation, in my opinion, you are better off to focus that content creation on TikTok first, optimize it for TikTok, and then spread that TikTok to Facebook and Instagram, because you can use it on Reels. You can chop it up for YouTube Shorts. And in Facebook, you can post on the feed. In mobile, it will come off as 9:16. So it still accepts that ratio. You can still post that in the feed, but you have a much higher propensity, a much higher chance to get more attention on TikTok and then repurpose that content than to go the other way around. Because I'll tell you, TikTok content will play on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and LinkedIn, but LinkedIn content and Instagram content and Facebook content don't play necessarily on TikTok.
Right.
So
which is what I said, right? Like you got to do your TikTok in a silo, but I will warn you, these CEOs are coming out and saying, do not put your TikTok shit on our platform.
So this is where I was going, right? There's a
Gene, stop cutting up Nick. He's in the middle of something that's saying that's important. Okay.
So you can automate this whole thing, right? You can and maybe I'll share this if I'm feeling generous, but probably not. You're gonna have to pay me.
Please do.
There's a website that you can automate this. You can automate this whole thing. You can remove the TikTok watermark. You can set it up all through Zaps. So literally every time you post a TikTok, it will pull the watermark off, and you can have it automatically populate out to other platforms, so that you can just focus on the one thing, which is in-app TikTok videos that will automatically go to other platforms.
Wait. Back your bus up a second, okay? I have to ask this question.
Go ahead.
So if I'm hearing you right, so you open up a TikTok account, and I'm guys, ladies and gentlemen, I've literally done like 4 or 5 videos, so I am not an expert on this at all. I'm a YouTube, Facebook, Instagram guy, and I'm getting into TikTok. So Nick, what you're telling me right now, in your own words, is that we can go into TikTok, we can create a 1 minute to 3 minute video, whatever length you want. You can rip out their icon, then you can reconstitute that out into all the other social media platforms, and everybody plays nice on this?
Automatically.
How does it magically work?
So using Google Drive, Zapier, and a website called snaptick.io.
That just sounds dirty.
So I'm not going to give you the recipe. I'll tell you those players, and then you can DM me if you want more details. But essentially, you can automate the whole process so that when you post a video on TikTok, it automatically gets pulled through Zapier, through a Google Drive folder. Now I have something in Google Drive. Now another Zap fires and takes it into snaptick.io. Then it pops it back into a process folder in your Google Drive. Then from the process folder, it goes to another Zap out to your social media platform planner, whatever it is, and automatically posts it and schedules it and if you want to use Descript, that's another one too, where you can actually take out the audio, take out the verbiage, burn in the captions, and have it go everywhere.
Dude, is anybody confused yet? If you are, DM Nick Sakis.
Oh my God, you
You can
literally
either automate the whole thing, or you can pay a company to do a lot of extra work, right? Or
Oh,
you can
dude.
spend full time doing it yourself.
Or
Dude, you're speaking Hebrew and walking backwards.
Or no, you're the perfect client for this though. So
Yeah.
Greg, you're good. It's going to be really good for you because here's what happens. You're going to start to get a taste. You're one of these guys that does well on video, has a good following already. If you started to do TikTok, you're going to get a taste of it. You're going to want to up your game, and then you're going to want to do what Nick just said. So you got two options. You can go back and watch that video again, what he just did, and figure out how to connect the zaps
No.
if you know what a zap is. Or you could call Nick and pay Nick. Nick, I would even suggest you do a consultation fee. Take a couple $100 to help them set it up and be off with it.
Dude,
I don't know. We do more management style stuff, but I have had some people ask me just for a flat setup fee.
Do it.
So maybe it might be in the cards. I don't know.
Do that.
But you can definitely automate it to where you don't need to pay somebody monthly once it's set up. We do more coaching and consultation, so it's in people's benefit to continue to work with me because I give them more ideas on how to do video, what video topics, like, you know. But if you're well versed in video, you know what you want to talk about. You just need the actual utility. Then you could probably do it with a one-time setup fee.
So
Hit your boy.
Here's the funny thing about this. Nick, was it 3 or 4 years ago? You told Matt and I that you could get us like 10,000 followers on, was it YouTube or
Facebook business page.
Instagram.
That was the hack back then. That was a fun thing to do.
That was the hack. And here's the point of the story. Matt and I were like, okay, we think you're full of shit, but we're going to give you a run. So we gave Nick a very modest budget, and it was over 2 days. We got, what was it, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 followers or something like that.
Yeah, it was 20,000 in 7 days was the goal.
Yeah, and we beat that. So, guys, I got to tell you, if Nick is saying to do this, you better jump on the horse because this thing's going to ride away from you if you don't jump on and go for the ride. And since Nick is saying this, I'm going to jump on this thing and start going hard in the paint when it comes to TikTok because our visibility is our biggest asset. It's like door knocking, cold calling, Facebook messages, you pick your vertical. But if Nick says it's going to happen, I would strongly recommend that you guys pay attention. Jake, you're looking like you want to say something.
Yes, I always have things to say, but I'm patiently waiting. So Nick is now running all the marketing initiatives for Freedom Move USA, and this is one of the things that we're doing. We are going to be driving a massive amount of eyeballs towards that brand to go ahead and get leads rolling and down to all of our agents. Nick knows what he's talking about. So if you guys are wanting to go ahead and build up your personal brand, I would highly suggest that you go ahead and consult with him. If you're looking to go ahead and actually get behind a large brand like Freedom Move and have a unique selling proposition, come on over and fill out the agent page on Freedom Move USA. But I brought in some things from Real Estate America's newsroom. I've got a report here from CNN that kind of talks a little bit about, oh my gosh, realtors are starting to use TikTok in a creative way. Shall we view it?
We shall.
Let's see it.
All right, here it is.
Ooh, this is nice. Girl, this audience is you right here? Okay.
During the pandemic, some people found an unconventional way to search for their new home. TikTok.
Get inside, I've got a beautiful custom home to show you. Are you looking for a 2-bedroom downtown for only $1,900 per month? Well, I'm the NYC agent and I might have the perfect 2-bedroom for you. I get 100% of my business from TikTok. In terms of the personal leads I get and my team get, it's dozens to almost hundreds a day, especially if a video goes viral.
Some more experienced realtors, like Joseph Felling, moved to the platform near the start of the pandemic when in-person house tours were a COVID risk.
I was literally on the sofa saying, I've got to pivot or I'm going to fail. So I got off my butt and I did something. I created something. I created a social media platform that I now have over 125,000 followers.
This is what $555,990 will get you in Midlothian, Texas.
Over the last year, I would say I've closed on average about 25 deals with TikTok alone. And the average sale price is anywhere from $400,000 to $500,000. Majority of the people who are seeing my videos and are purchasing are relocating from major metropolitan areas such as New York, California, and Miami. I had a California buyer about 8 months ago reach out to me because he saw a video on my TikTok, and I've never met him in person. I have talked to him over the phone. And from me recording a video, he purchased the same house. So it's just able to reach the masses of people that you never thought in a million years.
Okay.
How would you like 25 extra deals this year, ladies and gentlemen, from shooting some stuff on TikTok?
That's what we're talking about, the pinnacle of something, right? You only used to be able to do that kind of stuff on YouTube. As far as getting people from out of town to view your videos and and that still happens on YouTube, but right now, you got to go hard in the paint.
Yeah, one of those, and there was some other stuff too that I didn't bring in. I shortened up some of this stuff for our purposes here, but there was one guy spent a lot of time on some production value type stuff on one of his things, and it didn't catch on like he thought it would. And he was surprised because the short little video that he hit took him total 5 minutes to up there, went viral, and he was just like, oh my gosh. So you just don't know, right? So just shoot the content, get it out there, and educate and be found. Your brand is there, guys. Go do it.
But let me put an asterisk on that.
There's a but. Okay.
No. Gene, one of the last videos that I sent you was an agent, and I think I captioned. I don't want to show this guy, but this was like if an agent went to a Gary V conference and decided that all posts are good posts and it doesn't matter what you post,
the guy in the hat. Yep.
It definitely matters, right? So the idea of this just throwaway content and nothing matters and blah, blah, blah. There should be a little bit of thought behind it, because you don't want to just randomly post all kinds of crap.
So what you're saying is make sure it's relevant to your brand.
Make sure it's relevant, but at the same time. So here's the other thing that I've seen. Just
hold on.
To different people.
Hold on 1 second. When it comes to relevancy, what does relevant mean? Because I have found, and I want to challenge you, Nick, on this one, and please shoot me down like a bird out of the sky. I had a photo and a video of a guy who was a very rotund individual, laying in front of a bus stop, high on something, scratching God knows what. I posted a video about, what is this man scratching, because his hand is up his crack. And it was the first time I got over 12 to 1,300 views on my stories. So when it comes to relevancy, Gene, shut the fuck up.
Gene, you're making me laugh. I'm trying to be serious here and shake my head.
Gene's dying right now. He literally ducked out of the camera.
I just came up with a new segment. We're going to do a new segment called Inappropriate Stories with Greg McDaniel.
I got so many of those for you.
I know you do.
God, I hate you sometimes. My point about relevancy is that I 100% agree with you about that. But what does that mean for an individual? Is it market-wise? Is it personality-wise? Is it religious? What does that mean for relevancy?
Well, so let's take a step back.
Okay.
What are your goals, right? So if you're on TikTok and you open up an account on TikTok, is your goal on TikTok just to have a bunch of followers, or is your goal on TikTok to sell a house? Because when you create videos like that have no relevance to what you can do for somebody, then you are attracting the wrong crowd. You can go super viral. It could be an experience like none other. When you go, oh, my video just went viral, I'm going to be super popular. And then you try to do a real estate related video and it completely flops. And then you do another one, it flops, because the attention that you've garnered, those people are going to look past, because all they want to do is see a guy scratching his ass on the side of the street and laugh their ass off. So you have to, right?
That's the whole point.
You have to create, and that's all part of on brand stuff, right? Which is, we're in a world right now of the infotainment, One thing that I was going to say that I have seen for sure, and talked to other people, seen this personally, is there is what we would call a pretty tax. And it's interesting, right? that pretty people or attractive people tend to go more viral, right? So it's like, I'm not trying to discriminate or anything like that, but you got to kind of know your lane, right? There's agents that are beautiful females or good-looking dudes that might have 3 or 4 TikToks that have gone completely viral, and other agents who've been pounding the pavement for 3 months that aren't as attractive and aren't getting as much attention. So I would play that line of having the self-awareness and knowing where you are, and maybe you need to interject more humor. Maybe you need to look at the trending songs and the trending things that are going on in your area that you can kind of bob and weave with. But there's definitely a pretty tax on TikTok for sure.
Well, the funny thing about that is that I know Jake and Gene want to jump in, but there's this obese gentleman who is a comedy guy, and I mean this motherfucker is like, he's like 2 cows stuffed in one piece of skin, but he gets up there and he just rips it. And so that's his pretty version because of his words and his ability to find levity and everything.
That humor, right? So that's the other side.
Exactly. So I mean, when it comes to being the pretty tax, if you're overweight, if you don't feel that your teeth look the best, or you don't sound great, or whatever else, find your pretty version of you and leverage that. Yeah,
right.
Be authentic about that.
So from a video perspective, one thing that I've seen as far as creating videos or having people create videos, if you try to come across as an expert, right? It's not bad to come across as an expert. So let me first back that up. But you will never get trolls on any of your videos, whether it's YouTube or Facebook or TikTok or whatever, if you come from personal experience.
Yes.
So if you're telling stories about your personal experience and things that have happened to you, you won't get trolls. If you're standing on top of a mountain saying this is how things should be done, then you will immediately get trolls, and you probably bounce off the platform real quick. So always come from a place of storytelling, always come from a place of your own personal experience, and be as authentic as possible, and you will capture a following, you will gain following.
Jake is itching. I can literally see him itching over there. Jake, in your personal experience, I know you well enough after X amount of years that you and I've been working together. I can see when you want to talk about something. But
I'm still recovering from your previous statement about that guy on the bench. But anyways, go ahead.
I have more to say about that. I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you something. In your years in the military, is it now more effective to be authentically you, or try to be someone you're not? So like if you're trying to be a Navy SEAL or a Ranger or something, on the elite levels, is it better to try, or is it better to just be you and know your lane?
In your lane in business, it's all about representing your brand properly and staying in the position of education. Right. And stories like Nick is talking about, educating on different, maybe past experiences, which is a story, education that that people almost advisories, cautions, things to think about if you're in these types of scenarios. Are you first time home buyer, second time home buyer? What's been going on in the mortgage industry? Oh my gosh, our interest rates are now 5.25%, first time since 2009. And what does that mean? Did you know that now your buying power just got here? Do you know that versus 3 months ago, now you're going to be paying an extra $375 for your mortgage and not have the nice, pretty home that you once thought you could anymore? Things are changing. There's so much information out there that you guys could go ahead and share. And I urge every single one of you to tune into Real Estate America News. You can listen to Nick and I and all of our different guests that we go ahead and bring in on the news. Take that information and go to TikTok and say, hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Smith with XYZ Realty. Did you know today our beautiful and wonderful 30-year mortgage just hit 5.25%, first time since 2009? And what does that mean for you? So, I mean, this is the kind, if you're educating and sharing that type of knowledge and brand, I'd stay in that lane. What you're kind of suggesting, Greg, is more of that. And you see people try to do this from a popularity standpoint, but we're not trying to be popular. We're trying to be relevant. Right. For somebody that needs us in real estate, if they're in a position where they need to transact or if they're relocating to your territory. So it's about being found right now. And TikTok is a beautiful way to go ahead and get more eyeballs out there on the things that you want to share. So be authentically you.
The other thing I'll tell you is, as far as hashtag, I'm sorry, Greg.
Oh, no, nothing at all. I'm going to piggyback really quickly off what Jake has said on the last part. Being authentically you. I have a new toy that is sitting next to me right now, and it's not a sexual toy, you weirdos.
It is for you. You're pretty boned up about it.
Dude, I'm so excited about this damn thing. But here's the thing. I'm unafraid to show this new shotgun I got, which is a tactical short barrel pump action 12 gauge, mag fed, weapon that I have in my house with, 15 to 20 rounds ready to rock and roll if someone comes to my house with, ball bearings in it. Now, why do I talk about that on open air? The reason why is to the fact that I'm unafraid to say I'm a gun lover, Second Amendment lover. I've shot my entire life. This is who I am. And I wear a hat right now that you guys can see is the gun shop that I bought it from. This is my crew. This is my jam. And so when I talk about this stuff, people will come. I've had my cousins come back to me and be like, why would you ever buy that? I'm like, because it's fucking cool. Do you need it? Nope. But I wanted it. And I start a conversation with people about this stuff. And this stuff, ladies and gentlemen, you need to start doing something a little bit more edgy, not being so, plastic and vanilla. Start owning who you are. Stop being afraid of who you are. And go out there. Be your badass selves. Ladies and gentlemen, go out there and just kick ass, take names, and never apologize for fucking anything. Of course, never be rude. Always be professional. Never be, harmful to another human being. But if you want to paint your toenails, paint your toenails. I know Gene loves to paint his toenails. He and I always share colors on toenail polish. But
that's where the bow from the show came from, isn't it?
Exactly. And Gene's smiling. For all of you guys who are just listening, Gene's just sitting there smiling, going like,
I'm not laughing because of that. I'm just laughing because I just figured out that you're the Yosemite Sam of real estate. We're gonna do some TikTok videos of you shooting up.
Jake is shaking his head, just like, what the fuck am I a part of? Oh my god, Nick, I cut you off. Continue, my friend.
I was gonna share another tip as far as so I put in the comments in Facebook. If you watch on YouTube, go over to Facebook, ads.tiktok.com and the Creative Center, so you can actually go see what's trending as far as what ads are trending. Get an idea, get a feel for what people are doing. But when it comes to actually posting your video,
Nick, can you put that up in the chat real quick? Because I want to share that with
yeah,
everybody.
it's in the chat. It's in comments.
Oh, there it is, right there. Sorry.
When it comes to actually posting your video, this is not Instagram. This is not an Instagram hashtag play where you're going to put real estate and homes for sale and all the real estate hashtags that you're used to. Because right now, the only people that are searching for those hashtags are other realtors. So unless you want to become a real estate influencer, like one of these people on the show, we would post hashtag realtor, hashtag homes for sale, all that kind of stuff. If you are trying to capture attention of homeowners, you need to look for trending hashtags in your local market. And you can do all of that in the app. You can go inside in TikTok and look at the creatives and look at all the local hashtags that are going on in your area. That's what you want to focus on. And
Seriously?
also what's trending on top 20.
Really?
Yes. You will be better off.
That's phenomenally interesting. That's not a joke, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening, Nick's got a tip jar right there. Just throw in a little tip to Nick.
He did drop a lot of paid for knowledge today. That's the true statement.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a tip, so we'll see how it feels.
But
I know. I went there. But I mean, I think that's really important, Nick. What you just said is because I did not know about this whole thing. And guys and gals, I've been honestly very hesitant, nervous, scared, reluctant to jump onto TikTok because I felt more vulnerable on that site and in that platform. And I think a lot of us are. So if you guys are listening to my voice right now or watching my ugly mug, guys and gals, I'll make a promise to you that I'm going to create more TikTok videos. Now, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do on them, but I'm going to follow Nick's advice. I'm going to go to this site or this part of TikTok. I'm going to look what's trending and I'm going to follow it. And I'm going to put my own flavor to it. Now, are we going to get a lot of views and comments on it? Don't know. It doesn't matter. But life is like a book. There are chapters in your book. Now, Facebook used to be a chapter in all of our lives. They cut all of our feeds. Then it was, LinkedIn. Then it was, Instagram. Now it's going to be TikTok. It's a fluid situation in business. So take advantage of this knowledge. Nick just dropped hammer on you guys when it comes to being visible and being relevant in your community. So Jake, what do you say? Gene, why are you shaking your head?
I wasn't. I was cracking my neck.
Oh, sorry. He's cracking his neck. Jake.
I say this is very valuable, ladies and gentlemen. Please participate on TikTok if you're looking to amplify your brand. It is a benefit to you. So get involved. If you need to find out or need somebody to go ahead and help you and assist with this or advise you and get you going in the right direction, talk to our man, Mr. Nick Sakis.
1000%. He's also working with my brother over at likely.ai, doing some marketing there. I know Gene's working with Brad as well, doing some fun stuff. Guys, it's just thinking outside the box. I've said this a million times, and this is thinking outside the box with TikTok. My grandfather, when he and I used to go deer hunting and pig hunting and squirrel hunting together, no, we did not eat the squirrels, by the way. But we would go and I'd ask my grandfather, Grandpa, how do you find what you're looking for? He's like, Greg, look for what doesn't belong. And so you can translate that into look what isn't there. So in business, TikTok is something that your competitors are not doing. They're just stepping into Facebook and Instagram. So you can be ahead of them on doing TikTok and being viable and visible and relevant. Gentlemen, let's do a couple of quick takeaways. Gene Volpe, we're going to go with you. You're super bald today. I can literally see the lights off your head. What's your final takeaway?
You can actually.
I can actually.
Final takeaway: if you don't have an account, create an account. Connect with me. This is on TikTok. Connect with me. I will send you some amazing content on TikTok. Nick can vouch for it. Get in our circle. It's a lot of fun, but just throw something out there. I actually have a business development manager that works with us over here on the mortgage side of the house. And I said to her on a call, you'll never do TikTok, so it doesn't matter. Kind of poking at her. And a week later, she had a TikTok account and she's now gathering followers and creating really cool content. So just get out there and see what happens. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You have a little bit of fun. You learn a new technology. Maybe you'll grab a deal out of it. I don't know. So just create your account and start looking around. Start figuring. I mean, look, Greg, you go, I don't know what the hell I'm going to post. I would go out and just steal somebody else's stuff and just kind of recreate it my own voice, like things that you want to do. There's so many templates out there. Just steal a template and make it Greg McDaniels.
So it's R&D, rip off and duplicate?
Yeah, like everything else we do, of course.
Yeah, agents are great at that. So,
oh yeah,
for sure.
That's how Gene became part of our show. Originally, he just ripped off and duplicated our shit, and that's why we love him to pieces. Nick, takeaways on this one. Gene is shaking me right now.
If you're not, like Gene said, if you're not on TikTok, just create an account and start consuming a little bit. But you don't have to shake your ass and dance and sing and everything that you might if you're not on TikTok because you are thinking my 12-year-old daughter's on there and all she does is shake her ass and that's not a place for me. It is a place for you. There's hundreds of millions of dollars in business.
We are not encouraging a 12-year-old to shake their ass on any type of platform. Nick Sakis,
right?
Can you confirm on that?
Confirmed.
Okay, good. Okay, 100%. Moving forward.
But if you do have young children and all they're doing is goofy stuff on TikTok and you say, how can I get business from this? Remove yourself from that. Get yourself an account, consume a little bit, start poking around, and you'll see there's a lot more people just like you, and you'll find your way. But it is an unavoidable freight train that has left the station, and you need to start running to catch up to that train.
Yeah.
There's still, don't scare people. There's still a huge opportunity.
Huge.
Yeah, especially in the
Well,
real
just
estate
like,
space.
yeah. It's like that'd be okay. So TikTok right now is like Bitcoin, right? It's relatively new to most people. There's a huge potential upside, and it's very confusing to most people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So, is Bitcoin going to be $1 million? Yes. Is TikTok going to be the top of all time and probably shut down some other platforms? Yes. We still have plenty of time, but
Yeah.
it doesn't mean you should not get on the platform because you think you have a lot of time. It means get on the platform now, start consuming. So when you're ready to get that, TikTok's going every single day, you are well prepared.
Well, Nick, let's put it like this so people can really kind of understand this. If you guys don't know, Nick has been on a weight loss program that he's been incredibly successful at. And I follow him and I watch him and I encourage him every single day. It's the same thing for your social media moves. It's one step at a day, one more push-up, one more lap in the pool, one more bicep curl or something like that when it comes to physical fitness. So when you're, like Nick was saying, when it comes to social media, it's one more 30-second video, one more video, video when it comes to like 3 minutes or less. Just get out there and start. You will find your lane, and Nick and Gene and Jake will guide you through this. But you have to start, guys. We can't do it for you. When I say we, it's a royal we, because I'm not going to do shit for you because I'm not a marketer. But these gentlemen will definitely step in and help you. Jake, take us away on some of your final thoughts.
Yep. I don't think any of you need motivation. Here's what's going to happen. Either you're going to do it or not. If you don't, nothing's going to happen. If you do take action in life, things will happen. And TikTok is a place to be. Now, what is the whole purpose of all of this, right? It's to generate awareness and then start having leads coming into your business, people to speak to so you can go and do your transactional items. I highly urge everybody to come take a look at Freedom Move USA. We're going to TikTok the world with Freedom Move USA, and we're going to drive those leads right back down to you if you're part of our tribe. So come on over to Freedom Move USA. We'll be participating on TikTok on your behalf. But I highly urge, if you're going to want to do this for yourself and you're in that camp of where in the heck do I even start, get in touch with Gino, get in touch with Nick. Those guys are in a position to help you on a personal level, maybe with some thoughts and concepts. However, a lot of the same content and information that that you should be sharing is the same kind of stuff you need to be producing and sharing on that platform. Maybe tips to staging your home, things to think about to sell your home for top dollar, what's going on in the industry right now that's going to affect people positively or negatively from a buy side, sell side. You're going to be that educator and get your brand out there. So blessings to each and every single one of you. It is Holy Week, and a prayer from my house to all of yours. Stay blessed and unstoppable.
That's fantastic. Gene, Nick, Jake, I love you guys to pieces. There's a individual here who is from Europe. I'm not going to post the question, but he's asking, like, why just the US? If I'm from Europe, it's just a waste of time. And I'm going to respond to this individual and say, look, it's not a waste of time if you're from Europe or from Asia or from South America or from anywhere else in the US. Go out there and just be the best version of yourself. Find a way to communicate with the people you're going to be working with. Doesn't matter the company. The reason why it's Freedom USA is because it's part of the fucking United States. That's why it's called Freedom USA. Now, is it going to expand? Possibly. At this point, it's here. But that is why the name of the company is what it is. My takeaway, thank you for asking, guys, by the way, would be this. Take action. Be a little bit weird. Enjoy life. Figure out what's most important to you, and go out and live the best version of you and bring service to the people you interact with. End of story. Jake, I need something from you, from Nick, and from Gene. We all know how this is going to go. We need to put colors on the bow for the show. So, Jake, what's your color on the bow for the show?
We are going to go violet today.
You know I'm dyslexic, motherfucker. Gosh, you gotta make me spell violet. Okay,
Greg, purple.
We'll go violet. Nick, color.
Since we had such a funny engagement last time we mentioned any kind of wood, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go sassafras.
Yes.
I hate both of you right now. I
I
really.
like it.
Oh, that's not going to come out right. But okay, so we have violet and sassafras. It sounds like we're making some sort of Persian dinner here. It sounds fantastic. Gene, color on
I'm
the bottom
going
of the show.
gunmetal black.
Yeah. Now
Keep it
we're
in line.
talking.
Keep it in line with the theme of this show, Yosemite.
I love it. Shut up.
So good.
Okay, that's an inside joke, ladies and gentlemen. We will explain it to you when you guys get on personal calls with all of us. Anyways, I got to tell you one thing. I love each and every one of you guys. If you guys like this show, go to reunation.com and you'll be able to see different shows that we're all putting out there. Gene has a show. Jake and Nick have a show. I have like 2 or 3 shows. Ashley Chapman has called The Shit Show. We have Kyle Draper. We have Michelle Berman. We're getting Glenn Twiddle on. We're getting a couple other folks on. They're just assassins when it comes to content. It's 100% free, ladies and gentlemen. Go to reunation.com. Get this content. Sign up. And we're not going to charge you a damn dime. So it really does not hurt you. We're going to put a violet, a sassafras, and a gunmetal black, blue, whatever the fuck you said, bow on this show. We'll love you to pieces. Until next time, peace out, ninjas. We gone.